Hello, and welcome back to another video for the Ultimate Guide in Gems of War. Today we're going to be looking at the adventure board. This is something that all players should be doing, especially when you're starting out. Make sure you're completing all of these daily, or at least as much as you can. Sometimes they'll have some pretty difficult adventures on here. You may not be able to complete all of them, but try your best to get as far as you can. Now, if you look at the top here of the adventure board, kill 100 troops each day. If you can manage to kill 100 troops, which is not too hard, especially if you're doing lower difficulty explore battles, you will be rewarded with 20 gems. We'll get into that in a separate video as far as the currencies in the game. But this is something that you should be doing every day, as it's the foundations of the game. For example, Deeds of Air. This is going to give you stuff that you need to upgrade kingdoms. Dig for gems, level 2. It's going to give you a little bit of gems. And search for keys, level 2, give you some keys, and a gem key you may be able to get a legendary or a mythic from. So let's go ahead and hop in here and knock these out real quick. Some of these battles can be pretty easy, and some can be a little challenging. For example, the dig for gems like level 5 or something, level 4, level 5, it gets pretty difficult if you're a lower level player. Alright, so completed that battle, and we got our what is it, the gold key. We're doing the search for keys, so we got our gold key there, which to a mid to end game player doesn't really help out too much, but for any of the newer players out there, that'll be beneficial, because each chest that you can open can possibly give you a troop that you didn't have before that you may need now. Alright, second battle done. We got 3 gold keys there. And finally, we got our gem key battle. So let's go and take care of that. I have gotten a couple of mythics off of gem keys. Not many. But besides gem keys, glory chests are probably the most likely to drop a legendary or mythic. So anytime you see gem keys on your adventure board, you should definitely try to grab those. Alright, so that brought us up to 42 out of 100. I had 30 to begin with because I've already played a little bit today. Alright, so dig for gems. This will give us 8. That's a total of 15 gems. So that could be in a excuse me. That could be in a event chest that we could open. Or if we just wanted to save those gems up for anything else. Most of these battles are fairly easy. Like I said, if you get to the, difficulty 4 or 5, it'll up the difficulty a good bit, especially if you're on the lower end, the beginning of the game. Alright, second battle there done for the gems. That gave us another 5 gems there. But as you can see, I mean, this doesn't take too long. You know, I know that I have a leveled up team here, but you figure if you do all 3 adventures each day, there's 4 troops in each battle. That's 36 out of your 100 troops a day just by completing your daily adventures. So that would leave you 64 troops to defeat for the day, and that'll get you one step closer to get that bonus of 20 gems. Plus, this will give you a little bit of practice if you're beginning the game. It'll give you some extra battles to do, and for the most part, they'll be all set up from like the same kingdom, like Shentang. Yeah, they're all from the same kingdom. And it'll give you a little introduction to what each kingdom troops can do and what they specialize in. Alright, so we got another Deed of Air, and the extreme difficulty here. Oh, totally forgot to mention. Which it may not really affect anything too greatly, but under each battle difficulty, this is extreme, it'll give you a recommended team score that your team should preferably be at to complete this challenge here. Depending on what kind of team you have set up and really what kind of team you're going to be battling against, this may not mean anything at all. For example, if their team is a frozen team, a team which casts a lot of spells to freeze your enemies, if you use a team that is insulated, which means they are resistant to being frozen, then that kind of nullifies their team. So that team score shouldn't always be a determining factor of whether you should try that challenge or can beat that challenge. And that is that battle done. Sweet. Alright, so we got our 2 Deeds of Air. And if you don't know what anything is, or not what anything is, but if you don't know what something is, as you complete a battle, you can click on it afterwards in your reward section to see what you have. Deeds are used for upgrading kingdoms beyond level 10. So, for example, Trait Stones tells you what those are used for. But let's go ahead and fill this bar up here. We got 33 troops to defeat to get that bonus of 20 gems. So let's go. If you're in a rush or a hurry or busy day, whatever, you can click on a random kingdom, do an easy explore difficulty if you want to do that. And remember, each battle is a minimum of 4 troops, so it shouldn't take too long. Only needed, what, 33? But always make sure you grab those bonus of 20 gems. You figure if you do that 7 days a week, that's 140 gems that you're ahead now. That's 140 gems that you could be using to open gem chests or event chests. So every little bit helps. I recommend opening gem chests over event chests, unless you're really trying to search for one particular troop that you need to, complete your team or to round out your team. But as you can see, these explore battles go pretty quickly, especially level 1. I mean, they're fairly weak troops there. And that'll open us up to be able to do the mythic battle. I don't think I can back out of Explorer mode at this point. No, I can't. So, I'll have to do the Mythic battle. Unfortunately, based on my difficulty here in Explorer mode, it will severely cripple my chances of obtaining a legendary or a mythic medal. You'll see here in a second. When you open a boss chest, you get a random medal, which I'll have more on that in a separate video. See how close we are. We should be much closer. Yeah, we only need 9 more troops, so. And you'll see here in a second when we do complete this task of killing 100 troops, it'll show a little notification, I believe, in the upper right. It'll say 20 gems added or whatever. It'll pop up. So that was 4. So we need one more battle plus one more enemy. Alright, let's do this last battle here, and that'll complete our daily adventure board. There we go, and you should see the notification now. There it is. Kill 100 troops. Task completed. 20 gems. And the last thing I have to say about the adventure board is, well, actually 2 things. It resets every 24 hours. And the last thing I have to say about the adventure board, it doesn't happen very often, but when it does, it's really nice. Instead of it saying kill 100 troops, it'll say kill 100 blue troops or green troops, for example. Sorry, it's 150. I'm sorry. 150, not 100. Kill 150 green troops, and you get 100 gems. That's 100 gems. That's a lot of gems for just, you know, a few extra minutes in the game to make sure you do that. And again, the best way to do that is to do explore battles on the lower difficulty, and I'll show you that real quick. Say if it says kill 100 red troops, what you want to do is find a kingdom that when you click on it, the trait stone in the explore tab has red in it. This is blue and purple, so we wouldn't want to try that one. Excuse me. Golvania has red and purple. So it's going to have a combination, or it should have a fair combination of red and purple troops. But say if we go to Divinian Fields, oh, wrong one, Pride Lands, yeah, has red and red. So it's going to have a good bit of red troops in here. So if you're trying to tackle that, kill 150 red troops or whatever, green troops, blue troops, find one that is best suited for what you need to do. But yeah, that about wraps it up for the adventure board. Make sure you get those done every day, and it will give you a little boost in the game. For the end game players, looking at the adventure board, you know, just grab what you need. Maybe gems, deeds of air, the keys and glory adventures. Not really too beneficial, but just grab what you need as you go. So thanks for watching. That's the end of the video, and I will see you in the next one.